What comes to mind when people consider the wealthiest nations in the world? And what do people see when they feel the tiniest nations on Earth? Several people would likely be shocked to learn that several of the world's wealthiest countries are among its smallest. In this video, we will talk about 5 richest countries in the world 2023. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. 5. Macau SAR. Many people gambled that Asia would soon overtake the United States as the wealthiest country in the world a few years ago. Previously a province of the Portuguese Empire, this special administrative zone of the People's Republic of China has seen its riches increase at an astonishing rate since the gambling sector was liberalized in 2001. This little peninsula south of Hong Kong, which has a population of approximately 700,000 in more than 40 casinos distributed over an area of roughly 30 square kilometers, has developed into a money-making engine. That is until the machine began to lose money rather than gain it. When COVID hit, international travel ceased, and for a moment, Macau even dropped out of the top 10 wealthiest countries list. Today, more than 3 years after the epidemic began, Macau is gradually returning to normal. Although it is the only nation on the list, its per capita buying power is now less than before the global health catastrophe. It was about $125,000 in 2019, a decrease of more than $35,000 from today. 4. Qatar. Despite the latest spike, oil prices have fallen since the middle of the 2010s. Qatari citizens' per capita GDP was above $143,222 in 2014. 1 year later, it substantially declined and stayed below $100,000 for the next 5 years. But it has increasingly increased, rising by nearly $10,000 a year. Despite having just 3 million residents and an enormous oil, gas, and petrochemical reserves, Qatar has led the list of the wealthiest countries in the world for 20 years despite its tiny population of only 500,000. 3. Singapore. The creator of the medical equipment company Mindray, Lie Exciting, is the wealthiest person in Singapore with a net worth estimated at $15.6 billion. Robert and Philip Ng, brothers and real estate developers, come in second, with Goh Cheng Liang of Wathalam Holdings, a company that makes paints and coatings, coming in third. Eduardo Saverin, the co-founder of Facebook, who departed the United States in 2011 with 53 million shares of the firm and became a permanent resident of the island country, is in fourth position with assets worth roughly $9.6 billion, although for many years he owned the top spot of the list. Saverin chose Singapore for its prosperous fiscal refuge where capital gains and profits are tax-free, not merely for its metropolitan charms or natural wonders. But how did Singapore draw in so many wealthy people? Half of the people in the city-state were illiterate in 1965, the year it gained independence. Despite having almost no natural resources, Singapore became one of the world's most business-friendly nations through perseverance and wise policies. Today, 98% of the adult population in Singapore is literate, making it a vibrant center for commerce, industry, and finance. 2. Luxembourg. Visit Luxembourg for its castles, picturesque scenery, cultural events, or delectable cuisine. Or you might open an offshore account with one of its banks and leave the nation without ever setting foot there again. It would be unfortunate to do so since a tiny country of around 650,000 people in the center of Europe has much to offer visitors and residents. With the most significant living level in the Eurozone, Luxembourg spends a substantial portion of its resources to provide its citizens with better housing, healthcare, and education. The coronavirus epidemic drove several enterprises to shut down, costing employees their jobs. In contrast, the global financial crisis and efforts from the EU and OECD to eliminate banking secrecy may not have influenced Luxembourg's economy much. 1. Ireland. The Republic of Ireland, which had just 5 million people, was most severely impacted by the 2008 financial crisis. The island country restored its fiscal health, increased employment rates, and witnessed exponential growth in its per capita GDP after undertaking politically challenging reform measures, including significant pay cuts in the public sector and reorganizing its banking sector. Context, however, matters. Ireland is one of the biggest corporate tax havens in the world, which is far more advantageous to multinational corporations than the typical Irish individual. Many significant U.S. companies, including Apple, Google, Microsoft, Meta, and Pfizer, shifted their fiscal residency to Ireland in the middle of the 2010s to take advantage of the country's 12.5% corporation tax rate, among the lowest in the industrialized world. According to data from the Central Statistics Office, these multinationals contributed around 56% of the total value of the Irish economy in 2022, up from 53% in 2021. However, Ireland intends to match its minimal company tax rate in 2024 to the 15% worldwide average. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.